I'm Harry Stark, and I've lived in Northampton for more than 20 years. I am a company director overlooking a portfolio of companies for an Austrian group. And it was in January, February that I developed a very distinct cough, which I didn't actually take too seriously because I've been diagnosed with asthma for many years. And it was only in late April when my GP said, Harry, you're in good shape, but I think you've been coughing for 10 months and we need to do an X-ray. And that was the moment when things unfolded. And not much later, I learned that I've got a lung cancer. My health insurance advisor, a guy who's been working with our company for many, many years and who I hold in high regard and who helped me really from the very beginning, he said, Harry, the way things develop, you have to nominate an oncologist. And back at that point, I was really frustrated with the way I had been communicating with my lung consultant. So that played a major role in actually putting much more scrutiny and effort into selecting the right person. And Robert, the name of the guy I've been talking about, he sent me a link to a website where you can find basically all the oncologists in London and certain areas of the UK that would be interesting for me. And that's why I found James Wilson. It then took a while until I met James the first time at the Cromwell, and was a lot of anxiety. And James actually came out of his room just to say hello and apologizing for being a minute late, which I found extraordinary because sometimes you wait half an hour and no one apologizes. So James actually made a very appropriate little joke that went really down well with me. And there was kind of a connection that I would say told me right from the beginning, I'm in good hands. This is someone I can really accept as my oncologist for a very long time. I had no idea about all these things. A decision that I personally made from the beginning, just for the sake of staying sane, was not researching too much on my own condition and to just say, okay, I trust James that he does the right things. And the first thing that was decided was that because the cancer had spread into my spine, that there must be an immediate CyberKnife treatment of 2 of my spine bones. I didn't know what CyberKnife means at the time, but I then learned about it, of course. And yeah, so that was the first treatment that I got, and it started instantly, actually, the week after I met James Wilson the first time. The CyberKnife itself was uneventful. It is almost like a relaxation studio or something like that, with music. And I think the hardest bit was staying in a completely solid position, not moving any body parts for a certain period of time. And there were hardly any side effects. The first couple of treatments, I got 3 in total, had no remarkable side effects at all. And it was then only after the last one, because I then learned that apparently this works cumulative, that I developed some occasional back pain. But it was all in all a very uneventful treatment that, with hindsight, I should never have been afraid of in the first place. Simultaneously, 3 different treatments started. One was a injection in a 3-week cycle to strengthen my bones, very similar to what I myself injected into my tummy many years ago when I had an accident and had to protect myself against blood clots. So that's easy. And on the same day, I started taking a daily pill called Osimertinib. Again, something that could have side effects, but so far hasn't had any that I can pinpoint to the pill. And then I had my first round of chemotherapy, 1 out of 4 that the treatment started with. The most remarkable thing is that within a very short period of time, my coughing disappeared. And that was the lifting of a massive weight that was sitting on my shoulders and improved my quality of life significantly. Suddenly I was able to engage in Teams meetings at work again, to have longer conversations with friends and relatives. It improved my quality of life so much. And I would never have thought that within that short period of time, it is possible to get back to a point where the initial lung condition wasn't discernible anymore. I'm a speed chess player, and the interesting bit is that my rating hit rock bottom after the diagnosis because it was hard to focus, and it's back to where it was. And that shows that I have somehow come to terms with it. My life now is almost back to normal. The long-term treatment that I'm still getting and will be getting indefinitely has become kind of a routine for me. I'm extremely happy, and I would definitely recommend Dr. Wilson to anyone in a situation that they would need James's help.